Raid Shadow Legends sponsor when? Okay. I should I should mention this. Not to put anyone on blast. I've been offered a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship many times over the years. I have 15 emails about Raid Shadow Legends throughout 2022, and I always turn it down. Fuck Raid, I'll stick with Squarespace. I always kind of figured that if I was to take sponsorships, I would always at least shill things that I actually use or that I actually like. How much did they offer you? Usually they don't give you an immediate offer. Usually they ask you what your rate is, so you can kind of choose a price. And I always thought it'd be funny to email them being like $1 million. I never did, but that's probably a little bit of a dick move. But I always thought it'd be kind of funny. I've heard that Raid pays crazy, like crazy. That does seem to be the thing. Sometimes I'll quote a price and they'll be like, I'm thinking more like this, and then either I'll be like, yeah, or I'll be like, no, that's too low. I wonder if you gave them $1 million, if they would be like, we were thinking more, or if they'd just be like, never mind, like they just don't reply because they're so insulted. But I wonder if they would actually try to like haggle it down, try to like negotiate. Yeah, I've heard that if they pay a lot, it's like 5 figures or 6 figures per video, but What's unfortunate about that is that, so the whole point of a game like Raid Shadow Legends is, because it's obviously all based around in-app purchases. It's not necessarily that a lot of people spend a lot of money, but that you snag a couple of people who spend a lot of money. You snag some pay whales. And I don't know, there's something that feels kind of insidious about that. You might get a big payout from the video, but what you're really doing is trying to snag one of your viewers into becoming a pay whale, because that's the whole point from their perspective, is snagging a pay whale. So like, part of me feels like, well, everyone knows that Raid Shadow Legends is not necessarily a scam, but everyone knows that it's like a mobile game that with a lot of in-app purchases. Everyone knows. So maybe there's no harm in doing an ad. But there must be someone, like, if everyone knows that, but they still manage to be a profitable business, right? There must be someone who would still like do it. You know, as much as I might try to console myself that like my audience wouldn't fall for that, statistically, probably at least a few people would. So yeah, I don't know. I've just never felt very good about it. Are you calling us stupid? Right, yes, that was obviously the correct takeaway from what I just said. There was a Raid Shadow Legends booth at Twitch. I don't know what for. Merch, I guess. And then all the big streamers were like, we love Raid Shadow Legends. We love being with this booth because they pay us a lot of money. You have to kind of think about, or at least you don't have to. There's no law for it. I feel it is imperative to think about what's actually happening in this exchange of sponsorships. That yes, you are getting paid from the sponsor, but the sponsor is getting paid by your audience. So the buttload of money that you might make from a sponsor is actually coming from the very people that watch you, technically. Can I have a cut of your sponsor money then? No, it is all for me. Reminded me of this video. Oh my god. This pyrocynical. Yeah, it's pyrocynical. All right. Well, let's watch this.
Wow, this looks you know, I might have a sponsorship from these people coming up. I think it could grow. I think it could be a very good game. I think graphically the game is how you envision it. All right, it looks bad. There you go. Look, I lost my sponsorship. It looks bad, okay? Are you happy now?
True. Bro's not getting a Raid sponsor after this, and that's for the good. If there's any bridge I don't mind burning, it's probably that one. If a sponsor would sponsor you for a product, the software of which only works on Windows, would that be an issue? Probably. I've gotten software sponsors before, and I just don't like take them up on it, because if I don't use it, I don't care. Fun fact, what is it, Wondershare? Filmora contacted me, or at least an agency that works for them, asking if I would take a Filmora sponsorship. Everyone's already filling the chat with fuck Filmora. I kind of agree, though I've actually never used it, and I have heard that their like business practices are pretty shady. I just wanted to message, because they clearly don't realize I write video editing software. I write a competitor to them. I am literally working against them. Why would I then take a I don't think they would want me to take a sponsorship, because then I'd also be like, also Oliver's really good. I guess maybe the thing is, contractually, if I did do a sponsor for them, maybe I contractually would not be allowed to talk about my own video editor, which would be unbelievably cringe. So I would not take that sponsorship. But I almost wanted to be like, do you know who you're talking to? Clearly they don't, because otherwise they probably wouldn't have offered me. They clearly don't know that have no idea that I write a competitor to their software. But anyway, what's funny about it is that Filmora, they work against me, if you want to get technical. They have this really shitty practice where they'll get some they'll get some Google ads. So if you like Google Olive Video Editor, oh, maybe they don't do it anymore. What used to happen is there used to be a Google ad that would show up. It would have in the title, Olive Video Editor, but it would be a link to Filmora. Unbelievably cringe business tactics. So anyway, pretty shitty.